Hello and welcome to episode 81 of Retakes here. Of course, with Brian and Lewis as always, joined by our special guest Ryan again. Coming off the heels of a hot PLE Bad Blood. Um, let's get right into it. Let's get right into the Hell in a Cell match. I thought this should have main evented the show. I know we're going to get into our next subject with the big couple of returns that happened there. But this Hell in a Cell match took me from previous Hell in a Cell matches that have not hit the mark and have been kind of lackluster. Um, Undertaker and Shane come to mind. Besides Shane just jumping off the top of the Hell in a Cell and crashing, but other than that, this Hell in a Cell match was everything that you thought of a Hell in a Cell match back in the day with Cactus Jack and Triple H. Of course, Undertaker and HBK, Undertaker and Mankind. You think about like this was on that type of level of a Hell in a Cell match. I don't know where you guys will rank it up there, but it was a classic. What are your guys' thoughts on this match?
I mean, when I first think about this Hell in a Cell match, I actually think about Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I think it was in 2003. I think Michael Cole mentioned in our commentary they went like 45 minutes. Yeah, I remember that match, and that was
That Armageddon.
Yeah, I think it was Armageddon. I know it was for the World Heavyweight title, but that was one of the I think a top 10 Hell in a Cell match of all time. And definitely this I definitely put this match up in that same hierarchy. And like Daniel said, the psychology of the match, the violence, the blood. This is actually the one time where blood like actually added to the match and made it even better, because they've had this story for the entire year, and for the most part, it has been so gritty and violent, and like Dan said, this definitely brings you back. From the and the finish, in of itself, with Drew bringing out the bag of beads initially, and then Punk taking them, shoving them down his mouth, and then hitting the GTS with the chain wrapped around his knee. I mean, even that was even more anticlimactic than the last PLE's finish in their strap match. So this was definitely a tremendous Hell in a Cell match. Now it being Triple H's era, the fact that we get that the red cage is dead and gone forever, and we get the original cage, and then for the first Hell in a Cell match under the Triple H regime to be this good, it says a lot, and it was definitely a tremendous match.
Yeah, it was a good old school classic Hell in a Cell match. I think this really brought the aura and mystique back to that match.
Yeah, sure.
It's up there with one of the best. Yeah, thank God that red cage is gone.
I mean, that's another thing I noticed. The cage was huge. I thought the cage, like usually you can tell it's big, but I'm like, that looked like an actual menacing cage, like Hell in a Cell. Like it looked gnarly. So that was good to see that. When he pulled out the beads, I'm like, come on, Drew. Come on, Drew. I mean, of course, you're always thinking thumbtacks. You're always thinking about nails or something, with AEW, doing their extreme cage matches and stuff like that. And I thought that was the difference in this, where the brutality was just right, where it wasn't overbearing, but still added credibility to the match. And I think that didn't take away from the match. Whereas I watched AEW with their cage matches, that might take it away or put it a little bit over the top. But I felt like this was definitely, especially the blood. That was another thing. The blood in the match was huge. I thought that was a good addition. It wasn't too gruesome or over the top. It was just right. Just right in this match. And I thought CM Punk and Drew put on a hell of a match. Those guys going back and forth. Really, if this is the end of the rivalry, I don't want it to be. I think they should be blood feud forever. Like Seth Rollins and CM Punk should be blood feud forever. Like whatever happens with that we're going to get into that as well. But
creatively, I was still trying to think of a way that they could up the ante. I mean, I know I made some, gave some examples last week of what they can do, like Dog Napping Larry or something like that. But this feud does need to continue. I mean, it's just that good because the promos are that good, and I mean the actual animosity is just like I mean, we need like at least another month or two.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, for this match, it was just a culmination of everything. Like Brian said, it's like a year-long feud. Perfect to save it for Hell in a Cell. I give credit to Drew for taking that huge hit and still pulling through that whole match. I saw that he got the staples right in the middle of his head.
Was it the toolbox?
Yeah. Going a little hard there, but yeah, some of the spots, like him missing the Claymore landing on the steps, going through the tables, there was a lot of great spots in that match.
Steps is crazy.
And same thing. Thank God that stupid ass red cage is gone. Should have never been
main takeaway from the
match. I don't know. I think for me though, the fact that you have Bad Blood and how serious this feud has been going on, obviously to save it for the pay-per-view is great, but being the first match, I thought was this should have been the finisher. Everything that went in it was just so great that I felt like it took away from the rest of the card, because what followed wasn't really going to follow besides surprises. And
that was another thing that everything else was kind of just well, this is not the Hell in a Cell match. That match that happened 15 minutes ago. Yeah. I would have rather seen that at the end.
You could tell everybody was just waiting for the main event by that point.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it. That Damian Finn match was going to be very predictable, and then the Shark Cage match was whatever. The Bailey. Yeah, I mean, I know we'll discuss it all, but it's just this was the highlight, and to have it be the first thing, and then have everything follow was you guys aren't going to top that.
It was a great. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's bad booking, but it's bad ordering of your matches. I guess it's booking. I guess you would say it's bad booking, because it definitely should have went on last. The brutality in that match, CM Punk and Drew pushing each other to the limit, as we talked about in the chat. CM Punk on the oxygen mask afterwards, selling the brutality of the match, the how exhausting the match was. And he showed it on Monday night, which we'll get into, just the wear and tear on his body from that match and how much they put into that. So kudos to those guys, man. Kudos to Drew. He's going to show up again at some point, but kudos to both those guys, man. They put on a hell of a match, and it definitely should have main evented, man. It's Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood, one day from the 1997 pay-per-view with Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. So it's why not just have that go on last? I mean, it wasn't like you're going to put the Bloodline feud last or anything. First or anything like that, but it could have been second to last.
It was Star Power story, and they went with Star Power because Star Power equals money, and we'll get into it when you see how crazy their interests were. Then it was oh, okay, we get it now.
It's I don't know. I don't know. I get it, but CM Punk and Drew earned that. Just with the feud alone that they're telling, I guess the Bloodline is bigger than that, and the feud is going on. But it's I think they've earned that spot. They built up to that Hell in a Cell match. But kudos to those guys for putting on a hell of a match. Let's get into the final match. Actually, the final boss, The Rock, returns as Roman and Cody take down the Bloodline. I thought this match was solid. It took a little bit to get him through, like most Bloodline matches. It takes a little bit to get the engine running there in that match, and then of course the return of Jimmy Uso returning, which was a nice surprise. And then how he came out was just he was under the ring and just slid underneath while everyone was looking. So it's different than him running through the crowd and coming in. So I thought that was a good touch. But ultimately they entered Roman and Cody ended up picking up the win, and then we had the return of The Rock. What do you guys make of this? What direction they're going? And of course, what did The Rock mean with his what do you guys think that meant?
Ron, you want to go first?
I said it in the chat the other day. I think Jimmy's comeback was bigger than The Rock's. I could care less.
Yeah.
The match was whatever. It was a good match, but I don't know.
I'll take it over. The Rock. You're basically how many times is the Rock going to return? I think that's where we're all at with this. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, the intro is dope. The music hits. It hits different. He looks awesome with the championship belt, but it's like you're not getting physically involved. You're not taking somebody out. I would have rather seen The Rock do that, similar to what he did to Cody with the belt before WrestleMania when he was beating him in the back. Like there had to be something there. I don't want you to keep.
So are you saying that the aura of The Rock doesn't mean shit to you anymore?
After all of last year, not really.
Yeah, no. After last year,
I'm sorry. I like his return was expected, right? Like we weren't shocked by that. Like even when Jimmy came out, I'm like, okay, The Rock is still going to come out after.
Yeah,
like it wasn't anything.
Absolutely.
Like I wasn't surprised by anything there. So it's just like
it's the only reason this was in the main event spot. Literally the only.
I mean, he got himself in the main. I mean, he's coming back. I mean, of course he's gonna put himself in the main event.
I get it, but it's just like, yeah.
And funny enough, what is the point of him coming out with that belt? That belt means nothing.
It's the people's champ.
That's from
the belt means
Muhammad
nothing.
Ali's widow.
But yeah, exactly. Thank you, right. Thank you. Please explain to them. That belt has significance.
When was it defended? Who did he beat to get that?
Doesn't need to be. That's how prestigious it is. Doesn't need to be.
The Rock told Muhammad Ali's widow to give that to him.
So you're saying he stole it from Muhammad Ali? I think that's treacherous.
It was endorsed.
Oh man. But yeah, it's not that the mystique is gone. I just want him utilized better, right? Like,
and honestly,
that's my biggest thing.
He should have at least said something, like just a hand gesture, stare.
Oh, yeah, but he did this.
Ooh, Solo, I'm taking over. Cody, I'm coming for you. Roman, get the hell out of here! Like we don't know.
And he also counted to 3, which some people on social media are speculating that means he's signaling to Cody because he pinned him at WrestleMania that he should be next in line for the title.
Oh my god!
I thought something completely different. I thought it meant that Roman pinned the Bloodline 1, 2, 3, like he betrayed the family. That's what I thought it was. And then he was gonna cut like Romans did now, like Roman.
See? Too much speculation. No.
Treason against the Bloodline.
Some shadows.
So that's what I thought it was. But I don't know.
Your question, Dave. Your question. When Jimmy Uso came out under the ring, at first, even with the hoodie up, did you guys know immediately that was Jimmy Uso?
Yeah. Had to be. He's been going too long.
When I seen the figure, I'm thinking, hold up, that's not the other dude, right? I'm like, okay, that's Jimmy.
He looked a lot. I didn't realize he was that big until I seen him with the hoodie on. Wait a minute, he looks a lot bigger right now.
You know, everybody goes away and comes back jacked. It's just part of the regimen now. We're talking about Randy on NXT just now. Like, yeah, like he just come back 40 pounds heavier. That's all you need to do to change the thing. But no, I thought the match we know what we're gonna get. It was cool to see Roman back. I love his entrance. I love him coming in. Him getting his win back essentially after being dethroned essentially from the Bloodline. But it's just like, I just want The Rock just kicking ass. I don't want you just making appearances and stuff like that. I know they're trying to say less is more and save it for big time moments, but it's like, nah, man, you gotta do something. I don't want you to just come out and not say anything. And then his IG live after that, he said a whole bunch of nothing. Like,
yeah,
I don't want you rambling.
Yeah,
I don't want you rambling. Like, no, I don't want that anymore. Like, we need concrete proof of what's going on.
Is he building to another feud with John Cena because he called him Fruity Pebbles?
I mean, they should. Why not?
No, we don't need another Goldberg Taker match. Like, we don't need nobody getting hurt.
I would like to see it. I mean,
they are treating the first episode on Raw on Netflix like a big thing. So if you really want to debut on an app, like shit, do that.
I don't know, man. I just want The Rock utilized. But no, this was a good match. I thought it was solid building. Good way to welcome Jimmy back. Good way to welcome Roman back. Get the win. The ones are back. The original Tribal Chief is getting his crew back together, apparently. So we'll see what happened with that. But yeah, I just want The Rock utilized different. He needs to do more. I know he has.
You know who really should have came back is Paul. That's who should have came back.
He's coming. Like probably in a month or so, maybe before War Games or at War Games.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to hit different.
Yes.
They should save it for when he's introducing somebody. That's what they should save it for. I don't know if they do it. I don't know. Because he's not a threat. Like Paul Heyman's not going to beat somebody up. So you can't bring him back in that manner. I want him to return being the surprise. So he's
going to come out with Roman at some point. That's how they're going to bring him back. That's the only way you can bring him back.
Yeah, but it's like, damn. I want Paul to have his moment. That's all. He's been a vital part of the bloodline. So yeah, I just wanted to. But overall, I just want The Rock utilized better in a more volume. I don't want you just to make an appearance and not say anything, and then I just need The Rock more involvement. But let's keep getting.
One last thing, I just wanted to mention one thing actually about the match. I noticed something, and then I actually heard Bully Ray talking about it on Busted Open Sports Radio. You guys remember that one instance during the match when like Cody is about to tag Roman, and then and the way that the production shot it, it looks like Roman like jumped off the apron, like he betrayed Cody, but then they did a quick second shot, and it shows that like the heels knocked him off the apron. Yeah, I thought that was very creative and very interesting because it did look like for a second that Roman kind of jumped off the apron.
When I was watching, I thought Roman jumped off.
Yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying? So I thought that was very interesting. That's something I just wanted to bring up.
WWE production top notch. It's getting better. It's getting better in this little new era that we're in right now. So I'm definitely liking that. I thought it was a good match, but yeah, I just want in terms of main event, I felt like the Hell in a Cell should have had its place there. And I know The Rock's returning. I know he's the big star, but it's like we could have saved it. We could have saved it. But let's keep going on with the card here. We got another return here as Raquel Rodriguez saves Liv Morgan from Rhea Ripley. What do you guys think about this match with Dominic Mysterio in the shark cage? Getting beat like a piñata out there with the hanging from the shark cage. What do you guys make of this match, man? And Raquel Rodriguez returning.
This match is going to be forever defined by the botched finish. People aren't even talking about the shark cage or Dom flipping out or him getting hit by a piñata. It's just focusing on everything that happened after that. At least they didn't make us think that we were stupid and that the referee clearly saw that she got attacked and they just threw it out, because we all know in old days they would just somehow play it off and then continue with what they were doing, what they initially had planned. But before all that, the match itself, it was what it was. I mean, with Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, it's you're kind of going to get the same kind of style of match between the two. Nothing really changes. There was a couple of spots here or there, like Liv with the the double knees from the top rope onto Rhea, which I thought was a very very impressive. But other than that, it was a very decent match. The close-up shots they had of Dom in the shark cage were hilarious. Seeing them, leaning up against the cage, holding on for dear life. That was funny. But on a brighter note, I know Louis, you kind of poo-pooed it now. But having Raquel Rodriguez back. But having Raquel Rodriguez back, I'm actually happy she's back because they do have the Raw does have the better women's division towards SmackDown, but having Raquel back is always is a positive. Seeing that she was out because she had that I forget what the disease was.
Like a skin disease, something like that.
Skin cell disease or something like that. So glad to have her back, and now she's a heel again, which is tremendous because she was a better heel than the babyface. I used to hate when
no more smiling.
No more fucking smiling. Thank you, Daniel. I was just about to say that. No more coming out and randomly fucking smiling after you got your ass kicked a couple of hours ago. No more smiling randomly. Let's see that aggression. Let's see that NXT black and gold era Raquel. But other than that, the match is going to be forever defined by the finish. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
it suffered again because it came after Hell in a Cell. So I think that's a big thing about it. I just don't Liv Morgan as champion. I'm just like, she's doing better in the ring, but her against Rhea Ripley, I don't want to sound like Jim Cornette. The size disparity is just, it just doesn't blend well. I just don't feel like it's just not believable. And I'm mad I'm getting to this point because Liv has gotten better. But it's just like, I just don't think you should beat Rhea Ripley. And I think they did a good job bringing Raquel back. The botches, that was terrible. I didn't like that. That sucked. It's like, why didn't you just? They made it too complicated. They should have just had Raquel just attack Rhea and then have a disqualification there. But they made it look bad with her trying to give Liv the win, and it's like you needed. She's too big to hide like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's just too like.
Maybe she just wasn't aware where the ref was. It was like, I'm gonna attack her. Oh shit! I got caught.
I mean, they audibled on the fly there, but it's just like, I don't know. It hurt.
It's the same outcome. Liv walks out with the title.
Yeah. For me, this match honestly wasn't great. Like, the whole point of Dom being up in the cage really was kind of pointless, and like Rhea easily could, like, logically Rhea could have won without even having to step out and hit Dom like a piñata for no fucking reason.
She asked for a minute to go outside. She asked for a minute to go outside.
I know. It's just like, come on, you got a title shot right here. Oh, I'll be right back. Like, and that's why they gave the ref the whole ear camera thing. And I'm like, I feel like they were trying to do too much. Yes. And the shark case just really didn't prove that it did anything. It wasn't even him that it cost her the match, so.
Swerve, bro, swerve.
It wasn't a good swerve, though. It was not a good swerve.
And the thing that sucks about this the most is we're gonna have to have this match one more time now because of this botch.
Honestly, just have a steel cage. Like, this would have been better if it was just a steel cage match or something like that. But
that's probably where it's going.
It is. And Raquel's gonna come out, help Liv again, and
rips the cage door off. Rips the cage door off.
Or she's gonna pull out
doing something again.
A la China. I thought this match was what it was. I don't know. I don't know where this feud's going, but it's just
getting stale.
It's getting
over it. Yeah.
We're running our course with.
And didn't Damian say that he's stepping away from her now too?
Yeah, they're going their separate ways for some reason.
Because that needed to be announced in the world of wrestling.
It really did, because the whole Terror Twins thing, everybody was getting sick and tired of it. We all hate the name, and we hate, and so it's a good thing that they did that.
Did they even do any merch?
He's like, he won his match alone. Yeah, we're done.
Did they even release any merch? Were there even like Terror Twins T-shirts?
The funny thing is, Judgment Day has the Street Trash shirts, but I don't know why.
Street Trash.
They've been wearing them. I don't really get it.
Why was that in consideration for her name? Like, I don't understand the logic. But the thing is, if Vince was still in charge, that would be their name right now.
Maybe it was a new hires mistake or something.
Just call them the Demons or something. Finn Balor, the
Trash.
Just call them the Demons. I don't know. But let's get into the other half of the Terror Twins here. Damian Priest downs Finn Balor. What do you guys make of this match? I thought Finn Balor needed this match.
Yeah,
I thought he really did.
Yeah,
and the match is what it was.
That's why I picked Damian.
It wasn't bad, but it's just like Finn needed that match. I don't know. I didn't like that. I didn't like that booking.
This also just proves
especially when he has the numbers advantage.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Damian basically can take out the Judgment Day by himself now.
They're treating him like
that's how big and strong he is.
I mean, to be fair, guys, the entire Judgment Day wasn't there. I mean, Dom wasn't there, so he didn't take out the whole Judgment Day. I mean, we gotta be fair. He didn't take out the whole group. Dom wasn't there.
The toughest member of the group, the one that went to jail.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, they only had Big Head. What's his name? I'm even forgetting his name now.
It was Carlito and JD.
JD, yep. and
The
then
job
a one-armed Carlito, and
the job squad. That's what they basically are. Because I just don't understand that. That's my only issue with the booking is that it's like Finn needed the win. I don't understand why Damian gets that win. I don't know where he goes from there. Maybe they're trying to get him back into the title picture at some point. Maybe that's the motive. I don't know, but it's just like Finn needed a win, man. What is the point of having him continuing to lose these matches? I think they said he hasn't won a match since Extreme Rules 2022 against Edge.
They won the tag titles. Oh, you mean
no, I'm talking a singles match.
Oh,
a singles match on a PLE since 2022.
Jeez.
That's insane. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with Finn Balor, man. There's nothing else.
I don't think they thought through this whole new Judgment Day like at all. They're just
street trash. Street trash. Yes. I don't know. But now they have apparently they have Raquel Rodriguez to add to the group. So
what they need to do is take those damn tag titles off of them, please.
The Little Caesar pizzas.
Yes.
But let's keep moving on. Nia Jax puts away Bayley to retain her WWE Women's Championship. What do you guys make of this match? I thought it was a good match despite some miscommunication, some botches there. But overall, I think Bayley and Nia Jax just have good chemistry. I love Nia as champion right now. But what do you guys make of the match? What do you guys make of?
Did you see Nia Jax's incredible Hurricane Rana that she pulled off? It was the best I've ever seen.
Did you? No. The question should be: did you guys see Bayley's sell of Nia Jax's Hurricane Rana? That's the real story.
It's a new modified version. It's a modified version of a Hurricane. She literally just did it.
It's a leg sweep, guys. It's a leg sweep.
It's the Nia Rana.
It's the inverted Russian leg sweep, guys. That's what it is. It's a new move.
You are way too large to be trying to do that.
Bayley literally did a somersault for no reason. That's literally how it looked like.
I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking, but I'm glad everybody got out of it okay.
I feel like Nia needs to mirror like Gunther's moveset. Like, you're towering over these women. Like, watch what he does. Like, looking at him, like I was just watching his match on Monday, just like that running drop kick that he does just looks like ridiculous. And I'm like, but it's such a simple move that it's just like
Nia Jax can't do her.
You see Gunther doing Hurricane Ranas over here? No, he's not.
Do we want Nia Jax to do running front drop kicks? I don't know.
I think that's a little safer than attempting a Hurricane Rana. Yes. We need to limit her hip attacks. Maybe just stick to that.
Yeah, we need to limit her moveset. We don't need to expand it. We don't need her to pull a Sid Vicious going to the top rope or anything like that. We just need to keep her grounded.
Bend leg.
Keep her grounded.
Let me ask this question: Do you guys feel that Nia's matches are better when she matches up with people her same size, or when she's with the smaller competitors? Because I feel like her matches with people of the same size are the better matches.
Who has she had that's been same size?
I mean, or not so much same size, or maybe like height wise, like maybe like Raquel,
Rhea.
Like her match with Rhea at Elimination Chamber in Australia. That was a great match.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good match.
I thought the match was good. It's just we don't need her doing somersaults in the corner. We don't need her doing that at all. But I thought the match was solid. Bayley's always going to put in good work. What do you guys make of Tiffany Stratton getting involved again and where that's actually going? Is she going to cash in on her? Well, she's going to cash in on her at some point.
Yeah.
But,
now that was creative way that they did that though with the referee being knocked out and then Nia did Nia like sit up like and do the
as she was picking up, the referee picked up the briefcase, so they made it look like Tiffany Stratton was trying to cash in. So I like that little. They're playing with it a little bit, but I thought the match was good. But yeah, Bad Blood had a good. I just thought the Hell in a Cell should have got this just due. That's where I am with that. I thought
Nia smelled the cash in. That's why she rose up so fast.
That was a pretty good setup. It was perfect timing how they caught it and stuff like that. I thought it was.
I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I really thought she was gonna cash in. Like, just because I heard the crowd just going like, cash in. I don't know what they said. They said something like they were chanting cash in, but I forget in what manner. But I was like, oh, are we getting like this? Would honestly probably would have elevated the match, but I also didn't want Nia losing her title just yet. So
yeah, again, I feel like Nia's good with the title. They're giving her some character work with Tiffany Stratton here, so we'll see where it goes, man. I'm interested to see where it goes. Wondering where Bayley's going to go from here because now she's 0-2, basically. So we'll see what happens with Bayley. Tag team division probably, but we'll see. That will do it for Bad Blood.